There could be multiple shifts and changes in not just your workplace, but in your life that can leave you feeling bored. But we don't want our boredom to equal lack of motivation, and then our productivity and our morale keeps going lower. What are some things we can do? Well, one, be aware that shifts and changes have occurred in your life and in your workplace. Acknowledge the fact that some of those shifts and changes may have benefit, but some of them might leave you wanting more. Again, maybe feeling bored. By acknowledging that shifts and changes have occurred and they trigger big emotions, you are giving yourself awareness. Instead of just pushing it down and being like, well, I just got to keep plowing through it. No, mindfully take a beat, take a moment, and just be aware. Even write it out. What are some shifts and changes that have occurred? What emotions have they triggered? And then, when you're ready, take a deep breath and refocus. Yeah, your brain's pretty cool. Like when you focus on the thing that you're really bored about or really annoyed about or the change you really didn't like, it just triggers more emotions that seem to intensify. You just start to feel even more bored or more annoyed or more upset. But then when you focus on something that you could do to add a sprinkle of motivation in your day, maybe it's that instead of looking at your day as a huge chunk, maybe you look at it from hour to hour. What could you do? Could you interject something within that hour that would stimulate you, that would make you feel a boost of joy, which would help your motivation? Or maybe it's that you could look at a task a bit differently. You could say, okay, how could I be creative with this? Okay, I don't really like doing it this way, but could I be creative with it? Giving your brain the focus of how could I be creative? How could I look at it differently? Allows space for you to actually breathe some new energy into that task or into your day. Here's the thing. Motivation is an internal drive. So even if the external world is not motivating you, you have the ability to motivate yourself, to be aware that, yeah, shifts and changes occur that you might not like, that might trigger big emotions like boredom, but you have the power to move with and through. And you have the power to refocus. So what could you focus on? What new creative approach could you add to that task? That maybe won't shift it to this is the best thing ever, but it's a lot better than just focusing on everything that you find boring. Give it a try. See if you notice a difference.